What is happening there? JGamer Dude here, and it is the end of October, so of course that means that I'm going to be going through what I've played and platinumed for the month of October this year in 2023. So let's just kind of jump right into it. So this is where I kind of just share the games I've been playing, what I've platinumed, and everything else in between in the month of October, just kind of as like, you know, just for cataloging purposes. Whether or not you're interested, hopefully you are. If not, that's cool as well. Kind of just the life and days and thoughts of a trophy hunter, essentially. But yeah, with all that said and done, let's jump right into it. So first and foremost, we have Resistance 3, which I actually started playing. When did I unlock the first trophy? Let me have a quick look. Was it all in October? Oh no, end of July. Not July. End of September. So yeah, it's been about a week, I want to say, I've been playing this game. Play it from beginning to end, got all of the collectibles, and of course beat the game on superhuman difficulty, though that does require you to play through the game a second time, so you do need to play through it once on at least normal difficulty before you unlock superhuman. So heads up on that. Game can be surprisingly difficult at times, but it is very fun. It's definitely in line with boomer shooters in the way in which you can carry every gun you have on you at all times. Your health does not heal when you're in cover for a little bit. Instead, you actually need to pick up med kits actively. Also, the weapons are very, very creative. Like, for example, you could have the boomstick, for example, is a shotgun. So if you fire it, it's just a normal shotgun. If you use its secondary fire, it'll fire like a shotgun burst, but also set your whoever you're shooting at on fire. Then you've got, say, pistols. The pistol or the revolver. I forgot what it's called. But you can shoot into your enemies, and then you can shoot the bullets into your enemies, and then trigger the secondary fire, which is to explode those bullets that are embedded in your enemy. And then you've got, say, something like the auger, where you can aim down sight, and when you do, you can see through enemies through walls. So its primary fire is bullets that can fire through walls. And its secondary fire is a shield that you can create, which you can fire through those shields. Of course, your enemy can do the same if they have augers themselves. But yeah, just a really nice, cool, unique, not even unique, it feels unique now, but it just was a breath of fresh air. And this is kind of how shooters used to be back in the day of good old 2011, you know what I mean? But with all of that said and done, we're going to move on to Honkai Star Rail. So this game released originally in April for PC and mobile, but I've been playing it since launch. So I've been playing it since April pretty much. So I managed to actually pop the platinum completely without even trying. Of course, the only trophy that I'm missing is Silent Running, which is for completing the Swarm Disaster Stories in Simulated Universe Swarm Disaster. And that is just kind of really annoying. It's actually not that annoying. I'm probably more so just more fixated on trying to complete all of the path striding objectives as I go through it. But you know, it is what it is. That just makes it kind of easier to go through all of it. Destiny. Now, I had unlocked all but one trophy in Destiny, and so the final trophy that I was missing was to beat a what's it called? A raid. Also, I haven't put more than an hour into Honkai Star Rail because I unlocked all the trophies pretty much immediately. Just a heads up. But yeah, with Destiny, I was missing one trophy, which was for beating a raid on hard difficulty. So the raid I ended up doing on hard difficulty without doing the normal version was King's Fall. That was fun. I got carried most of the way through, but also I never ever want to play Destiny ever again, because yes, it is a game that's best enjoyed playing with other people, but I feel like anything can be enjoyable with other people. If it can't be played by yourself and is purely reliant on you playing with other people in order to find the enjoyment in the game, I think that the game has kind of failed in being good. And if you play Destiny by yourself, the game kind of hates you and will throw some pretty unnecessary clunkiness in your direction, which is incredibly unfortunate, but that's kind of what Destiny is. So I'm glad to have got that platinum out of the way. I will not be coming back for the DLC trophies because stuff that. Next we have is Treasures of Montezuma 4, a series. So Treasures of Montezuma is a series of match 3 puzzle games where the idea is, rather than you be having a limited number of moves to complete the puzzles in the game, you have a limited amount of time but an unlimited number of moves. So within the short period of time that you got, you need to start making those matches right away. And the faster you do them, and of course if you do them with, like, if you do consecutive colors in a row, like you match 3 in one area, match 3 blues in one area and match 3 blues in another, you'll then trigger an effect, giving you bonuses and additional things and all the like. And of course, as you go through the story, you'll unlock more bonuses, which you'll then be able to upgrade. And once you've upgraded and maxed out everything, the game becomes absolute cake, and I have nothing more to say. It can seem difficult at first, but of course it does get a lot easier later on. So I would say when it comes to getting, like, say 3 stars in every level, gold on every level, don't worry too much about that. You'll get that when you get to the end of the game after you've unlocked everything. The same with getting all of the golds in quest or completing all the levels in puzzle. They become just significantly easier once you've actually done the thing and upgraded everything. The only thing to worry about is reaching rank 100, which takes bloody forever, and Aesthete, which requires you to grind up so much money to purchase the decorations, which these two will likely be your last trophies anyways, because of just how long it takes to reach that point. But yeah, with that being said, Genshin Impact, I have been playing that. Because of Star Rail, I've actually been getting back into Genshin, so I've been doing dailies, playing through the story, so hopefully, you know, I'll continue to enjoy that for what it's worth. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, been playing that with a few friends. Clicker Heroes is only here because I never synced the last trophy from my PS4. So I unlocked the trophy in, March of 2022. I have not booted up my PS4 Pro since March of 2022, so that should give you a pretty good idea of, like, the fact that I've been playing on my PS5 so much more. But yeah, that was kind of the last trophy that I unlocked, and so I just haven't synced it in like forever. Also, when it comes to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, this was something that I found out pretty late, but the PS5 version is kind of broken in the sense that if you try to play with a bunch of friends, make sure you're all in the same region, because for some reason this game is actually region locked on PS5 but not on PS4. So if you do choose to play Texas Chainsaw Massacre, do be aware of that. But also the game is kind of a mix of Friday the 13th by way of Dead by Daylight, and I do actually like a lot of the sort of references to the movies, the actual person that the game is, you know, the series is based off of, and things like that. There's a lot of neat little tidbits sort of here and there, so I think that that's certainly worth mentioning. It is a fun time. It is a multiplayer only game, so make sure you have some friends to play with. Also, the trophies can be earned in private matches, so heads up on that. But with all of that said and done, we now have The Legend of Kay Anniversary, which is a platformer with it's a platformer with combat elements, and I hate this game. I think about the size of it, I do not like this game, but that's because I only played the game on the hardest difficulty, which is, what is it called again? It's you need for the Hellcat trophy, Nightmare difficulty. You got like easy, normal, hard, and then nightmare. And I do not like this game. It is not fun at all. The camera always looks at the floor. Also, you can't really control the camera all that well. Enemies can carve you up very easily, unless, even if you have all the upgrades, the amount of collectibles are insane. And on top of that, the upgrades do need to all be earned throughout as you play the game. And even if you do get every upgrade throughout the game, you will find some difficulty spikes. More specifically, I think chapter 13, which was the palace after you reach the Forsaken City for the first time. That was it's just unnecessarily difficult. Like, why was it so hard? So yeah, do make use of the money that you earn from playing through the game, but also make sure to save up, especially for chapter 13 and the last few chapters in the game, because by that point, yeah, you'll already be overpowered because you'll have all the upgrades, but like the difficulty is so uneven that it just kind of is really annoying and kind of makes you angry and kind of hate the game a little bit, but it is what it is. Yeah, so collecting all the swords in the game, collecting all the hammers, collecting all the claws, those are all different collectibles which are for each of the different types of weapons. Finding and activating all the demon portals, there's a handful of those. Finding all 3 armor types, you could actually buy 2 of them. Actually no, you could buy all 3 of them in the shop, but again, more often than not, it's not really worth buying them, especially if you could find them in the world somewhere. And also upgrading your health and magic to the highest possible point as well. And of course, a bunch of story related trophies. And now this is an annoying one. Upgrade your extra lives to 9. Pretty much what the game is asking you to do is to not die until you have 9 lives, and then you will unlock this trophy, which is kind of a bit of a bother. Also 20 times combo, that can be done fairly early on in the game, especially during the tutorial. But yeah, it's just an interesting game that I can't say was particularly fun by the end of it. Also, its combat is what I hate the most. I think that's probably the size of it. New patch for Gems of War has dropped and has added additional trophies, which I do need to go for, but essentially they've added 3 new trophies for defeat 3 treasure guardians in the Underspire, which I'm yet to do, match 100 hourglass gems, which I'm going to blow up those hourglass gems whenever I see them and whenever I get a chance to, and of course upgrade 8 troops to shiny level 1. Though of course you'll likely end up doing that for when you get 3 troops to level 1 or 5 troops to level 2 specifically, depends on how you want to word it. But yeah, 3 new trophies for the new update, nothing too special there by most counts. And finally, I have been playing some Elemental Monster online card game, a digital PS3 game that was released in 2011, and its online servers are still up, and I hope that it stays up for when I unlock the platinum, because it's gonna take a few months to do so. Largely all of the trophies are pretty much story related, with the exception of, say, fighting in multiplayer once, getting 100 cards. That might just take a little bit of grinding. Getting a card of legendary rarity might take a little while, depending on how lucky you are. Winning 100 fights, which I don't know if that's online only or can be done offline. 50 different titles. The win 100 consecutive battles, that's a single player trophy for sure. Ranking match, multiplayer, different titles, multiplayer, 30 different avatars, multiplayer, clear all stages, single player. It's a very time consuming, very difficult. Not difficult, it's just very time consuming. It's an absurdly time consuming platinum trophy that is worth the respect if you can earn it. And that is a big, bleeding, massive if. So yeah, this is going to be a real fun one. I've been having a lot of fun with I love my card games. I love card games, and Elemental Monster online card game has made me realize that. So I can't wait to go back to playing games like Faeria, and of course I play a decent amount of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I do put that stuff in the videos that I make for my own channel. So if nothing else, I just like remembering how much I like playing different types of card games, learning the new rules, buying new cards, getting new packs, creating new decks. It's nice. Honestly, it's just nice. That's all it really is. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been playing. A decent amount of games, a few 100%, all in all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platinums in October. Not bad at all when you really think about it. That's about a platinum a week. But with all that said and done, let me know what you guys thought of some of the games that I've played, the platinums that I've earned, or anything else in between. Share those thoughts in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. I do want more I want my videos to go out to more people, and of course I do want to try and hit the 100 subs by the end of the year. But with all that said and done, I will see you guys tomorrow.